How do you know it's a women's?
The machine is broken. I can't make it work. I have to find a way back.
Find a way.
Before this ever happened, find a way to prevent the mistakes we made.
Then why are you trying to hasten it now?
Fault.
That makes no sense.
I have to find a way.
Sure, if you say so. Alright, whatever. Doop, doop, and doop. Okay. Let's, I already checked that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Alright, anything else in here? Nope. It's that chronon fragment, but, yeah. That's through there. I need to get out of this place. There, good. Where's it telling me to go? It's telling me to go that way. Okay, good. But I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. Forklift is live. I'm going this way because there's a chronon fragment over here. It's right there, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Come here, dude. Give me your stimps.
There we go.
Chronon source. Oh. There's another one? No, it's just glitching, isn't it? Telling me it's still there. Yeah. What the hell is that thing? It's like a Christmas decoration. Yeah, it seems to be glitching. Dying and resetting seem to fix it, so niche. Oh, another crap top.
Yeah.
Jack, you have to understand that Will forced my hand.
What the hell happened to you?
There's no use fighting.
You killed him!
I will explain when the time is right.
What's that? Oh.
Meet me tonight at the Monarch Gala.
Yeah. Time's ending and you're having a fucking party.
Why was it blue?
Because when time ends, my plan...
You do this now. I'm not needing
Yes,
you at...
you are. I've already seen it happen.
Seen what? What's this all for?
Goodbye, Jack.
No!
Cool. And he just puts his phone away. From William Burke's status to Martin Hatch. So, I've been thinking about Liam Burke. Yeah, Burke. I know you've worked closely with him for a while now, and he's been useful, but there are assignments we can't use him for because of his insufficient security clearance. For instance, having to keep him in the dark about much of what will happen at the university, about the stutters we're expecting, about where it'll lead. Who's Clarissa Ogawa? Sounds Japanese, but possibly Hawaiian. Makes him a far less effective field operative than I'd prefer and causes quite a bit of logistical difficulty given that he's still going to be a part of the operation, and frankly it feels like wasted potential. I'd like you to consider the possibility of bringing Burke into the fold. He's completing most of the Striker training, and even though he didn't finish the program, he made an impression on me as a tremendously capable asset. His service record is exemplary and he has a well-earned reputation as somebody who gets things done. No questions asked. By the same token, I would love to include Burke in our long-term plans. We could use a man like him in our corner, and I would deploy him far more effectively. Let me know what you think. Lengthy reply. Clarice, I understand why you consider Mr. Burke an asset to our future plans. Unfortunately, while he is an exceptional individual, he is less suitable for the kind of duties you'll have in mind than may be immediately obvious. I'll explain. Yes, he's been trained as a striker, but Mr. Burke was disqualified, and for good reason. The men we have chosen to be strikers have strict physical requirements, a certain moral flexibility, and the kind of killer instinct you have to be born with cultivated to a fine degree. A ferocious knack for survival, Mr. Burke certainly has those qualities. He wasn't disqualified from the Striker program because he lacked them, or because he couldn't wrap his head around the technical aspect of operating the technology. In fact, his performance was exceptional, so I fully agree with you he's an impressive operative. But strikers, by their very nature, have to be made aware of Project Lifeboat and its purpose, at least on a general level, and that means they have to be able to accept its implications. Unfortunately, Mr. Burke has a deep attachment to his wife, and the fact is that even if we brought Mr. Burke in, that wouldn't guarantee a spot for her in the program. To be blunt, we don't need any more nurses, and we're already at capacity overall. We need Mr. Burke, but we don't need his wife. Mr. Burke would never accept that, particularly now that Mrs. Burke is pregnant. Therefore, it's vital that he doesn't understand the nature and scope of the threat we face. As for having him play a role in other aspects of future developments, I suspect that despite his seemingly amoral nature, Mr. Burke may have other qualms he's not consciously aware of. If he ever has to truly make a choice between conflicting loyalties, he may take a stand on principle and elect to act against his own best interest. That's not a choice I'm willing to take. Sir, given the very recent events at the dry docks, I now see exactly what you mean. Clearly you were right about Burke's loyalties being more fickle than they appeared. Of course, we have plenty of unanswered questions about how it came to this. To begin with, I don't see why Burke would be involved with Joyce. There's no way he did it out of some kind of an altruistic urge. There has to be more to it. We know Burke didn't divert Joyce's transport, since whereabouts at that time are accounted for, so there has to be somebody else involved too. I'm looking into it. Sure. Butt. Looking into my butt. Yes. Catch Serene. Is Paul gonna be the end bad guy, do you think? Certainly looking that way, isn't it? Time dude versus a time dude and all that. Right. There it is. Give me my Chronon. Give me the Chron Dick. Is it still going to be showing up as well? Nope. There's something over there though. Give me some stiffs. Liam Burke psych evaluation. From Manuel Porreta to Martin Hatch. Martin, first of all, I have to again mention my objection. What you are having me do under the guise of a psych evaluation is a blatant violation of Liam Burke's doctor-patient confidentiality, and the only reason I'm doing this is because you leave me no other choice. Now, I recognise that in the world to come, our current rules and legislation, even our standards of morality, may no longer be applicable, but we aren't there yet. You and Mrs. Serene are placing the long-term mental well-being of hundreds of individuals in my hands, and I'm telling you right now, if they don't trust not only me, but the system that put all of us in our particular positions, there's no way we can recover from it. On to Burke. It is my considered professional opinion that the man is a bit of a powder keg. For all his calm exterior, he's under tremendous pressure. Hey, beautiful! I understand your reasoning for pulling him out of the Striker program, but what you have essentially done is instill in him a sense of encroaching doom. He doesn't know the specifics, obviously. He didn't make it far enough in the program to be briefed on that, but he knows that we're preparing for a future threat that is somehow related to the flow of time being interrupted, and that there are dangers out there, dangers that we have specifically been training the Striker units for. There are men who are content to melt... How did they miss this when they were first enrolling him? The fact that he was addicted. Devoted to his wife. A bit like I am to mine. I said he's addicted. He's devoted to his wife. A bit like I am to mine. I'm pretty much addicted as well, so let's go with that. There are men who are content to merely follow orders and let others worry about the consequences. Burke is not one of them. He is willing to commit acts of violence without asking why, but don't mistake that lack of qualms for blind obedience. Burke needs agency. He has a fundamental need to feel in control of his life, and you have put him in a position where that's no longer possible for him. He's good at seeing patterns and drawing accurate conclusions from the facts available to him. Why is my mouse cursor on screen? He's good at seeing patterns and drawing accurate conclusions from the facts available to him, and he has deduced, quite correctly, that he was being trained for a specific scenario that Monarch believes will happen. He is also painfully aware of the fact that even when that scenario arrives, he will not be a part of the solution. He understands the nature of the Striker suits, that they are only useful in a zero-state situation, and he understands that in such a situation, a man without a Striker suit is, essentially, dead. He doesn't know about the lifeboat protocol, obviously, but if he did, he'd then also know he's not a part of it. He does now. Either way, the bottom line is that he's in a hopeless situation. He infers that the end of the world is coming, and he knows that if it does, god damn it, the only way he could survive is with the technology Monarch has denied him access to. He doesn't understand the details or even the exact nature of that end of the world, but that just makes it worse. Fear and lack of understanding breed tremendous anxiety, Mr. Hatch. He may not show it, but believe me, Burke feels it, for himself and for his family. It may interest you to know that his wife is pregnant. You can understand how that adds to the pressure. To be honest, given the parameters we're operating under, I don't know how to resolve this. In Burke, you have a tremendously efficient operative, but you've put him in an impossible position. I believe he will remain effective as long as he doesn't have reason to believe the scenario he fears is imminent. But once he believes it has arrived, all bets are off. That is, unless you can give him hope of survival. But at this point, resentment and suspicion are starting to turn into paranoia, and frankly I'm not sure he would trust either of us anymore. And speaking of trust, I recommend you think about what I said in my opening paragraph, Martin. Our greatest challenge and greatest assets in the subjective years to come won't be technological, but all too human. Don't make the mistake of seeing people as entries on a spreadsheet. I'm beginning to think I should go back and have a look at that just in case. Just to make 100% sure. But, oh, was this another long ass thing? Regarding Amy Ferrero. What up, fools? So I looked up Amy Ferrero. She checked out pretty much how you'd expect. Good grades, no student loans because daddy's got money, popular, the classic I'm better than you because I care so much package. Not studying anything even remotely useful in a world where you gotta work for a living. She's into the whole activist lifestyle, always protesting this or that, and generally just hugging every tree and saving every whale she sees. Yawn. On average, she signs 2 petitions a week and generally spends half her life sticking her nose in other people's shit. Credit where it's due, she's pretty good at it. Although she's got a lot of friends who are all into this stuff and she seems to be real good at getting them coordinated. Kinda makes her perfect for our purposes, because if you can talk her into saying what we want, there's a lot of folks who are gonna listen, but nobody ever fucking listens when I tell them that there are is plural. There is one. There are two. There are a lot of folks who are gonna listen. So you get it with the who are, but why can't you get it with there are? No boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't know which way she swings. Why doesn't she put that on the internet? Doesn't she know that's what it's for? But there's that family of hers. Looks like she's got real close ties, so if we need leverage, that's where you'll find it. You may want to make sure she stays on our side, though. Like I said, she's pretty popular with the rest of these people. And if they... Wait. That was after they'd already used the family to get her to record the thing. Right? I think so. You may want to make sure she stays on our side, though. Like I said, she's pretty popular with the rest of these people, and if they get the idea she's been screwed over, they just might get pretty mad. You know how these neo-hippie bleeding heart hipster types are, always up in arms about something. Holy shit, I'm glad I'm not in school anymore, Charlie. I wonder if that's a passive-aggressive dig at the people saying, "Oh, video games are more misogynist bitches and shit, okay?" You know what I mean? Would be pretty damn cool if it is. Oh, wait. There's my Chronon. Okay, that is definitely just a glitch then. Where am I up to now? 100% discovered. Sweet. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Sweetie, sweet, 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 sweet. Still gonna keep an eye out just in case. There's a helibopper. You bitch.
Sir.
Was that Amaral?
Oh. Damn it.
Don't.
Was that Amaral in the back there? He's making all that stuff really old now, isn't it? That's pretty big. Why isn't the rotor spinning? Oh, the helicopter. Seriously? Why wasn't the rotor spinning? I mean, it's spinning now, but even there, it's spinning really slow. Oh, good. Another time burp. Could do with a few of those. Is this 3.
Shit. Gotta move.
Act 2.3. No? No, I haven't said so yet. No. Right, how do I get out through there? Is there anything here? No, it's still in Act. It's still in. God damn it. Okay, it's telling me to. Oh. Oh, right. How do I reach that then? No, seriously, how do I reach that? Is there anything else I can interact with yet? Because it's telling me to go through there, but I can't crouch to get through it. Oh, there we go. Can I reverse this whole thing? I can. But it's taking a lot of effort to do it. You know, run through there quick as I can, just in case it collapses on my Swede. Right then. Is it going to collapse again? Yeah, there it goes. Oh. Ow! Well, I got dead. Oh, that means that thing will finally vanish, doesn't it? And some question riffles. So look, secret content in the show.
Okay. Focus, Jack. Focus.
Right, now let's run through this time. Quick as I can. Quick. Quick. Well, not quick enough, obviously. I can do that twice, can't I, before I need to recharge. So... no, I can only do it from this far away.
Focus, Jack.
Right.
Focus.
Do this! And let's huge. Get some distance on. And then go huge. Nope. That seems to come down every time I go into it. So it's not timed, that. If you'll pardon the pun. Look.
Okay.
Wow.
Focus, Jack. Focus.
It seems that I can get to this part without needing to worry about anything. Yeah. Okay. Is that just going to keep going down? Is it going to keep doing that? Can I freeze it in place? No. Okay. I was trying to get through it. I was trying to get close to it so that I could then dash through it, but that didn't seem to want to let me do that. Right,
Okay.
just reverse this
Focus,
anyway.
Jack. Focus.
You know, tear through it and stuff. Right. Dude, do the dash! Seriously? Alright, don't then. Dude. Frickin' dude man. He's a dude man. It looks like a dude man.
Okay.
Because he is a dude man.
Focus, Jack.
You gonna let me get through it this time? Alright. Maybe it was because I was tapping it too fast. Alright, let's go. God damn it, seriously, again? How the fuck am I supposed to get through there then? It's not giving me enough time. No, seriously, it's not giving me enough time, and it didn't seem to be giving me any way to, like, reverse it or anything. So, what?
Focus.
I mean, seriously, what am I supposed to do? Right, if I do this, all it's giving me is telling me to go that way. I'm supposed to, like, climb up there or something? Yeah, well, maybe. No, it's not letting me go that way. Huh. Yeah, go on. Right, thank you! Why don't you just do that the first time, you numpty?
Study for getting bad. He's shifting back and forth without warning.
Yes.
the time, I didn't think it'd get much worse.
But we don't
Shifting
know.
button forth.